now of launching a, quote, unprecedented assault on the world's energy supply, saying that Tehran is behind those attacks on Saudi Arabian oil production the last day or so. Tehran denies any involvement in the attack, calling the US accusations a lie. Here's the exact wording from the US.
We call on all nations to publicly and unequivocally condemn Iran's attacks. The United States will work with our partners and allies to ensure that energy markets remain well supplied and Iran is held accountable for its aggression.
Such accusations, as well as blind and inappropriate comments in the diplomatic context, are incomprehensible and meaningless. In international relations, even hostility has borders, but the U.S. seems to reach that. It looks like the maximum pressure policy has failed and has now become the maximum lie.
Oil refining in Saudi Arabia has now been halved as a result of fires at two major state-run facilities. Eyewitnesses shared a video on social media of a huge blaze where gunshots can apparently be heard in the background. Earlier, Yemen's Houthi rebels claimed responsibility for deploying nearly a dozen drones to attack that Saudi oil processing facility and a major oil field. They said the strikes were in response to the Saudi-led war in Yemen and demand an end to Riyadh's 4-year-long intervention in the country backed by the US. Washington's also previously charged Iran with lending support to the Houthis. Hamid Mousavi, professor of political science at the University of Tehran, believes these latest accusations from the US are most likely baseless.
Well, Mike Pompeo has a very long history of making accusations without providing any actual evidence. The Houthis have already claimed responsibilities for these attacks. And although the scale of these attacks are unprecedented, we have to remember that the Houthis have launched drone attacks deep inside Saudi Arabia for months now. So I think there's no surprise there. The U.S. has accused Iran of sending weaponry to the Houthis, but we also have to remember that Yemen has been under a very severe military blockade by the Saudis, with the help actually of the Americans, for over 4 years now, making it very difficult to even send food, let alone weaponry. So I think he's just trying to come up with excuses to charge Iran of crimes that Iran has actually not committed.
Shalom. Call Halal Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which means all praises to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who people ignorantly call God, Ba'ashem, in the name of Yahushua, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Plus, I want to give a shout out to the Akim that's pushing and spreading this word throughout the four corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names Yahweh, Yahushua. And also to the confusion of faith brothers and sisters out there whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers. Though you look like the heathen, okay, the heathen, or on the other chart I'm about to pull up, the heathen nations, okay, right here, as you see, these are the heathen nations, okay, besides Israel, okay. From the white man on down, the so-called white man, which is the nation of Edom on down. These are the heathens, okay? Same if your seed line goes back to one of these tribes, Salakia, one of these tribes through the man, and if your spirit bear witness with this word and this truth and you can receive it, to the confusion of faith, brothers and sisters, if all these do apply, you fit. Okay, you are Israelites, though you do look like the heathen nations. Okay, to the few Akwaf that do listen and learn, which is your sisters, Shalom. To the elected of the nation of Israel, if you may be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who this word is going out to, Shalom to you as well. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you combine, consist, and make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the Hebrew Israelites, as you see on this chart. You're the chosen people, the Most High, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shah. And I'm going to try to make this lesson as, edifying and quick as possible, for time's sake. I want to break. But, as you saw in the video, what happened, I believe Saturday, there was an attack on the Saudi oil, okay? The Saudi, oil facilities, as you see, okay? And that's what America's known for, okay? Salakia, blue letter. America's been doing that for the longest, okay? This Habakkuk, it goes into, and if you go in the book of Habakkuk, okay? This is Habakkuk 1:5. It says, "Behold ye among the heathen, and regard wonder." Okay, regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work and work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you. For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans. Okay, and these Edomites, the so-called white man, starting with these elites. They're also the modern Chaldeans. They also, if you go into Isaiah the 47th chapter, okay, it talks about her old version, daughter of Babylon. Okay, the Chaldeans is comparing her to that. In the version, daughter of Babylon, if you go to Psalms 137, okay, it compares Edom, okay, to the version of version, daughter of Babylon, which is America. So you know it's talking. It could apply to this. Okay, for lo, I raised up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. And what nation or what country is known for that? What country has its bases scattered throughout the four corners of the earth? In nearly every nation, there's a United States base near every nation, man. Okay, who can that apply to now? Okay, it could apply to America, man. Okay, every land, America has a base set up. And if you go back in the scriptures where they got that from, when the scriptures with these bases, okay, you see now were called, back in the ancient world, they were called garrisons. Okay, whenever a certain nation that's in power, they had interest in the resources or in that land. Okay, they would set garrisons up, which is your military base. Okay, that's the same thing. Okay, they're terrible and they are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall precede themselves. Okay, and when this man goes, okay, into different lands, what does he do? He drops bombs. Okay, he poisons the people over there. He doesn't go after so-called terrorists, because Esau is the terrorist. But okay, he does all that. It was a article or a video on RT some months ago on how, so on this so-called war on terror that Esau had set up, that over millions of people have been killed. Okay, more people, innocent civilians within these other nations were killed. Okay, than the so-called terrorists that Esau was fighting. Okay, that shows you what this man's about. Okay, their horses also are swifter than the leopards, and are more fierce than the evening wolves. And the horsemen shall spread themselves, and the horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat. Who used the eagle, okay, as the symbol? America does. And they did that, okay, during the Roman Empire. Rome was an eagle, okay? Showing you that this is the same people, man. The same spirits, man, okay? They come in the same spirit, okay? And that's talking about his Salaki, his military, okay? Tanks, planes, okay? All these gadgets that Esau has, weapons of destruction, as you like to say, because the scriptures prophesied how he will live by the sword, and that's what you see play out now. Okay, they shall come all for violence; their face shall sup up as the east wind; they shall gather the captivity as the sand, and they scoff at the kings, and the princes shall be a scorn unto them. They shall deride every stronghold, for they shall heap the dust and take it. So let's go into that word scoff. Okay, that's if it will pop up. All right, kalas. The word is kalas, and it says to mock, scoff, to ridicule. Okay, deride, make fun of. Okay, and that's what he disparage. Okay, and that's what he does. Okay, with these nations, that's what America's been doing, right? They'll set up. They'll try to set up a puppet government. Okay, if he gets out of line, they'll send him a message on that. You know, they better, you know, get in order and comply. If they don't, what they start doing? They start demonizing. They start the demonization. Okay, they'll plant a false attack. Okay, just like you see here. This most likely was done by America. Okay, by Esau Edom. Okay, and then try to point that the government of a government or particular regime, okay, they were behind the attack when they had nothing to do with it, just like this situation right now. Okay. And the same word for sakak is the ride, okay, having derision, laugh, make merry, mock, okay? And that's what he's doing, okay? And the whole reason behind it is what? Resources, control, and influence. Okay? That's all America's been about. It's never been about peace, safety of civilians. It's never been about the poor, the hungry. It's all been about the agenda of America and the elites. Okay? And Psalms 58, because this is all made up by Esau. Okay? And 1. Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Ye in heart, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth, man. That's Esau to a T. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. Okay? That's what they're doing. They speak nothing but lies, man. Everything that Esau says, everything he does is all lies, man. Okay? And because the masses are stupid, okay, they're going to believe, especially you Americans, that you're going to believe that Iran, okay, if you're not in the know, they actually did this attack, okay? When they didn't, okay? This is Psalms 10:1. It says, why standest thou afar off, O Lord Yahweh? Why hidest thyself in times of trouble, man? That's the times we're in. We're in the times of trouble, man. Esau, Edom is losing his mind because he's losing his rulership. That's why he has to hurry up and do all this pushing this wicked agenda that he's trying to do. Which all this is leading up to the New World Order. Okay? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Okay? The poor of our people. Okay? The earth, man. The earth in general. Okay? With these other nations. Okay? Even though the Lord, he only cares about Israel. Okay? Esau is doing that, man. And he's prideful because why? The law, okay, judgment does not go forth and the law is slack, man. Because he's in power. So he, okay, practice iniquity. Okay? The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. That's the mindset of you Edomites, okay? And the rest of you people in America. You don't think, okay, all this wickedness that Esau, Edom, okay, is doing through America, okay? You think he's never going to go through adversity, man. He's going to keep, okay, doing what he's doing, and it's just going to be the way it is, man. It ain't going to work like that, okay? That's where prophecy comes in. His mouth, okay, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, okay? This is mischief and vanity, okay? Making false accusations, okay, against nations that done nothing wrong, man. And real quick, if you go to the law, hurry up, no. False. I'll show you this man's the wicked. He's the devil. Okay, going back to the law, is Exodus 30. Exodus 23:1. It says, "Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thy hand with the wicked to be unrighteous witness, man." Okay, that's a false report, man. Okay, that's false accusation, man. Okay. That's what Esau is all about, is putting false report on other people, man. Okay? And you people, you buy into it, man. You actually, okay, this man's going to push that these nations, they're terrorists and we need to go to war with them. You people going to go right along with it. But I'm about to get a scripture that show you that's going to be his downfall. He sitteth, let me finish this though. This is the 8th verse. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth himself in the net. Okay? He croucheth and humbleth himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones, man. Okay? That's all it's Esau Edom. Okay? He goes in, plays peacemaker. Then when you basically sleep, okay, to his lies and his poison, okay, you believe in him, you trust in him, that's when he come in with the troops and he kills you. Just look at Gad, the so-called Native Americans, man. They are the main example of that, man. Okay? This is Isaiah 33 and 1. It says, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealeth treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee, man. America continues to try to demonize, okay, Iran and the rest of these nations, even China, man, because they're not complying to his orders. They're not bowing down to his rule, okay. So he's dealing treacherously with them, okay. And when thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee, man. Because these nations, they really don't want to have conflict with America. But America's forcing their hand, man. Because Esau has an agenda. He has a new world order, man. Okay? All this goes to one thing, new world order. Okay? So that's going to be the trap, man. Okay? This is Psalms 7 and 1. Because Esau's only, okay, he's only furthering his downfall. Psalms 7 and 14. Behold, actually, let me start the 11th verse. Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day, man. You don't think the Most High ain't seeing what's going on here? Okay? He's seeing everything. Okay? He have also, if he turn not, he will whet his sword. He had bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Them arrows is what? Them missiles, man. Okay? And who was the persecutor of the earth, man? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? Behold, he travaileth with iniquity. He hath conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. He hath made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. Because Esau thinking, okay, Esau wants World War III. Okay? He wants World War III. Okay? He think this is all, okay, going to be to his advantage. But really, it's all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Because it tells you in Daniel 4 and 17 that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. Okay? And he set up over the basis of men. Esau Edom being the basis of men. Okay? So this is all the Most High's game plan. Okay? And this is the ditch that he saw about, the same ditch that he's made. He's going to fall right in it, man. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. Okay? This that's what's gonna happen. Esau thinking all this is going to his plannings, but it's gonna end up it's gonna end, once it gets to a certain degree like it is getting now, that's when the Most High is gonna step in. And that's when everything's gonna it's not gonna go the way he planned it. Okay? It's already happening. Okay? Because this is what the Lord has. This is Isaiah 13 and 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Okay? Exalt a voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Okay? These elites. The gates of the nobles are the elites. Okay? That's what we're doing. Lifting this word up. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Let me see this the chapter. Great multitude. Salakia. Let me type mustard, the battle. Salakia, bear with me real quick. Yeah, that's it. It was the Isaiah the 13th chapter. I always do that. Salakia. Okay? Let me continue on. It says, I'm gonna read it again. Isaiah 13:3. I've commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, okay? And the mountains, represents the governments, okay? Like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Why are they going to be gathered together? Because America is basically, it tells you in the scriptures, America is that hammer of the earth, man. Okay? The hammer, and these nations are like the nails, man. Okay? That big bully, man, the Debo. Like you seen the movie Friday, that's what America is, Debo. Okay? Going around taking people money and shit. The Lord of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation. And what's the weapons of his indignation? The missiles, man. The Lord had created the coals of the smith of coals, I believe it says. No, I'm butchering it. Okay? To destroy, I believe, in Isaiah the 51st chapter is the missiles, basically. Of his indignation to destroy the whole land. The whole land of what? America, Babylon the Great. Okay? How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore all hands be faint, every man's heart shall melt. Okay? And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pains of woman that travaileth. Okay? That they shall be amazed one another, their faces shall be as flame, because you're gonna be seeing, okay, this war right here, this third world war is gonna be nuclear, man. Okay? That's why people are gonna be afraid, man. Okay? Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sins thereof out of it, man. Okay? For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened and his goings forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. Who is the wicked, man? Esau, Edom is the wicked. You got the wicked 2/3 of our people, and you also got the heathen nations. Okay? That's who he's coming back to make war with. That's who the Lamb is coming back to make war with, man. Okay? The Lamb is Yahushua. Okay? And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Okay? So that's it. I can continue on, but I gotta cut it short. Break time was over. But that's the point, man. Esau, Edom, all this he's doing is in vain. Because all this is just gonna forward his destruction. Okay? The destruction of Babylon the Great. Okay? So call Halal Allah Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Yahweh Ratazah, this was edifying. Shalom to the elect.